iOS 12 features are about to be joined by even more perks thanks to the iOS 12.1 beta. It teases new Apple hardware that's on the horizon for October. Every iOS 12 feature is explained below, including highlights, Memoji, group notification, screen time and, importantly, better performance for older iPhones. All of this change your iPhone and iPad, for the better. You don't need the pricey iPhone XS or XS Max that just launched in stores today to get iOS 12. In fact, the software update make your old iPhone and iPad feel like new. How can you get iOS 12 and iOS 12.1? We have a how to download iOS 12 guide for you. You should take us up on that. We tested iOS 12 for several weeks and it's instantly better than the problematic iOS 11 update. Good news, we can already tell you that group notifications makes the UI easier to navigate, and Siri shortcuts are bound to save you time. Bad news, group FaceTime was delayed. Expect it in iOS 12.1, maybe sometime in October along with the iPhone XR release date of October 26. Apple is making its mobile operating system reliable and competitive with Google's Android Pie and the Google Pixel 3 that's coming October 9. That much is obvious. Here's what we know about iOS 12, whether you're loading it onto your older iPhone or Apple's new iPhone XS Max. iOS 12.1 release date and public beta. Apple launched iOS 12.1 beta for developers on Tuesday, October 18. The day after the initial update came out. The iOS 12.1 public beta launched 2 days later on Thursday, September 20. They has some important changes. First, group FaceTime for up to 32 users needs to launch. We're also expected to be able to test dual SIM iPhone support with iOS 12.1 beta eventually. Second, and even more interesting, the iOS 12.1 code references iPad 2018 fall. We're likely to see the iPad Pro 2018 launch in October. New iPad Pro rumors point to a bezel-reduced iPad, one with a true depth camera for Face ID and Memoji. There are plenty of hints in iOS 12.1 that Animoji and Memoji are going to be supersized on Apple's tablets soon. The top iOS 12 features. 1. iOS 12 makes your old iPhone and iPad faster. Older iPhones are 40% to 70% faster at certain tasks. Apple's looking to put the problematic iOS 11 behind it. iOS 12 focuses on reliability and performance with this update, and it supports all of the same iPhones and iPads that iOS 11 worked with. Apple calls out the iPhone 6 Plus, specifically, saying iOS 12 makes this phone 40% faster at launching apps, 70% faster at launching the camera app, and 50% faster at displaying the keyboard. Keyboard typing and other routine features on older iPhones can slow down with every new iOS update, and Apple is looking to change these pain points with iOS 12. This makes your existing iPhone and iPad more reliable, and your older devices can be used by family members or be sold now that they'll be more function with iOS 12. They don't have to sit in a drawer because they're too slow. 2. Grouped notifications. Group notification on iOS 12 clean up individual notifications mess. Smartly grouped by app, topic, thread. Tap into look to unbind them. Can clear a whole group of notifications with a single swipe. Group notifications are a part of iOS 12. This is a small, but important tweak, maybe the most important iOS 12 update, announced at the Apple WWDC keynote. It binds together notifications by message threads and topics, making it easier to see everything at a glance. Right now, individual notifications in the morning are a big pain to check as they pile up. 3. Memoji and changes to Animoji. Tongue and wink detection for iOS 12 Animoji. 4 new Animoji masks, Ghost, Koala, Tiger and T-Rex. Personalized Memoji to look like you or the real you. Animoji and Memoji clips last 30 seconds, up to 10 seconds. Animoji is expanded, not just with new masks, but with tongue detection, as seen on stage, and wink detection, not announced, but confirmed for iOS 12 afterward. Ghost Koala, Tiger and T-Rex will be joining the cast of Animoji masks. 4. Siri Shortcuts can find your lost keys, more. Siri Shortcuts allows you to assign phrases to tasks. I lost my keys can ring your tile tracker to find keys. Heading home sends ETA notification to roommate, sets thermostat and fan, and brings up the fastest route via Apple Maps. Gallery and library full of pre-configured Siri shortcuts. Siri is smarter. If you set up Siri Shortcuts, a brand new app, it'll know that I lost my keys means to ring your tile tracker. Sure, Tile is a handy gadget, but getting to the slow app is a pain when you've lost your keys. An integrated Siri is a game changer for both Tile and our peace of mind. Siri shortcuts go far beyond this example. Apple allows for all sorts of formulas. The app can suggest coffee orders from the place you always order from, and nudge you to message contacts to tell them you're running late. There's also kayak-based flight information you can call up via voice. By pressing the Add to Siri button, you can then say travel plans and Siri will read back information such as your hotel address. Apple's If Like Siri Shortcuts app launched alongside the final iOS 12 software. However, not all shortcuts will be found in the new app. Some companies, like the aforementioned Tile, will host shortcuts within their own app, so look out for that. 5. Group FaceTime, now launching later. Group FaceTime for up to 32 people with dynamic UI. Can use Animoji and Memoji in FaceTime. Won't launch with the final software on day 1. Group FaceTime is coming to iOS 12 with up to 32 participants, and you go directly from a group chat to a group FaceTime in the Messages app. Update: Apple has delayed the launch of iOS 12 group notifications, according to release notes indicating that it'll come out this fall. To us, that sounds like an iOS 12.1 launch, like Apple Pay, Apple Cash, AirPlay 2 and other features didn't make it live on day 1 in previous operating system updates.